George Zimmerman, real quick thing on George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman is skipping the stand your ground hearing after all this and saying we will have this pretrial hearing about whether stand your ground can or cannot be used as a defense in the killing of Trayvon Martin. George Zimmerman and his attorneys stunned a lot of court observers by saying we're going to skip the hearing. We're just going to skip it. Now, it's possible that they could then have they could ask for another stand your ground hearing before the actual trial starts. But really what may be going on here, and some experts are saying, some legal experts are suggesting what's going on here is stand your ground may not fly. And if they go to the hearing and the judge says, no, this is not stand your ground, that this is going to negatively affect the trial, which will eventually happen, which then will not be able to use stand your ground as a defense. And of course, I understand the jury would completely disregard that and they would just analyze it as the judge directs them. But we know how these things can affect jurors. And more importantly, the Zimmerman attorneys have been trying this thing in the media all along. And the media response would certainly not be favorable to Zimmerman if they get a no-go on stand your ground.
Right. It seems like the defense is going to be self-defense, right?
On the other hand, some say, well, he's clearly going to be vindicated by the trial, and the attorney doesn't want to delay the trial by having the stand your ground hearing. There's not actual evidence that the trial would even be delayed, so I'm not really buying that story.
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, your defense attorney just does whatever he thinks is in your best interest in terms of getting acquitted or getting the lowest possible sentence. So, I mean, that wouldn't make sense.
So that's the latest. I know most media is not covering this story anymore because it's not as exciting now, but we've been covering what's been going on with Zimmerman, and we'll keep covering it all along because we need to see where will this end eventually and what legal process is going to get us to that point.
Right.
Let's take a break. Coming up next, we will talk to Dennis Campbell on Worldview with Dennis Campbell. Great interview with him coming up, and then still a lot more to talk about. So stay with us. DavidPakman.com/membership. Sign up. Do your part to help the show. Back after this.
The David Pakman Show at DavidPakman.com.